Hey VC, Vinyl Vertigo here. It's Saturday, the 30th. It's the last day of the month of September of 2023. And I've had a bit of time to just chill out today for a change. I worked today. I had some clients today. Listened to Rachel's Ghosts in between. It's pretty funny. The night before, the Jazz Bump show was amazing with with, with many really great guests in there, the Jazz Shepherd and several other people, but also Rachel joining in her French beauty, or French essence, I should say. It was really great being a yeah girl, and being very coquettish. It was really cute to watch that, and I didn't see all of it. It was an 8 hour. From what I understand, it was an 8 hour extravaganza, but I couldn't stay up all night. So more power to you guys. That was cool. Um, I haven't been able to do my women's videos yet. I still have to do some research for my Shaka. I know a lot about Shaka. I know so much about Shaka Khan, having worked with her sister and stuff like that, and also my ex worked for a major salon in New York, where one of the owners, was Shaka Khan's personal hairdresser for many, many years. So I got to be on set so a lot of times with Shaka Khan's videos, including I Feel For You. I was there when she was filming that. But that'll be another story, another video later on when I have all my research together. So I have all my time frames together with all the albums and stuff like that, the Rufus stuff and the Shaka stuff and all the other things that she's done. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, I've been listening to music today. I finally had a chance to listen to music after yesterday. We WMNF had its 44th anniversary birthday bash at the Floridian Social Club in St. Petersburg, Florida, and that was a lot of fun. The Iguanas played, and Divine AF played, open for the Iguanas. Iguanas is a band from New Orleans, and they came and they were the band for our party. And with lots of great people were there, lots of listeners and DJs and artists, and lots of people were there and celebrating our 44th year with cake and drinks and all kinds of good stuff. A lot of dancing going on, a lot of reconnecting. It's really cool. Anyway, so that was fun. Even though that injury that I had, I don't know if I told you guys before. When I was in Maine, I fell at a waterfall right on my knee. I did like a James Brown split, not on purpose, and I've been taking care of this knee for a while, and it was doing better. But in the past few days, it's been like really, really painful. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. I have a appointment for a digital X-ray next week, just to see what's going on with that knee. So I want to get better. I couldn't really dance that much last night, so because I knew I'd be in pain today, so I just kind of chilled out. In the meantime, I was listening to music. All that to say, I've been listening to music today, taking it easy after I had my few clients that I had today, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I listened to today. And some of it I listened to the whole album, some of it I listened to some of the stuff. But in any case, these are records that I've been perusing. And we started out with the first thing I put on today was Gene Ammons, right here. This is a repress. This is, I don't worry about an audiophile. I guess you guys know that already. As long as the record's clean, as long as the music's good or, decent, I'm all for it, and I'll keep it in my collection. If I don't like it, it leaves my collection. If it's too scratched up, it's too warped, or too whatever, and I can't stand it, even after I clean it, then it goes. So I'm showing you stuff that I like. So, I thought I was gonna like, and then I, listened to it today, and so this is what I'm sharing. This is My Way. It's a repress of My Way, and this is produced by George Porter. Arranged and conducted by Phil Fisher, engineered by Rudy Van Gelder, and Gene Ammons, of course, on tenor sax, Ronald Hanna on electric piano, Ted Dunbar on guitar, Chuck Rainey, Fender bass, Idris Muhammad on drums, Omar Clay on percussion, Ernie Royal, Robert Prado on trumpets, Garnet Brown on trombone, Richard Landry on tenor sax, Babe Clark on baritone. What's Going On, they have Patricia Hall and Linda Wolf, Yvonne Fletcher and Loretta Ritter on vocals. And yeah, really good stuff on here. And it has some really good tracks on here. Sax Full of Dreams, of course, really good. My Way, of course, was the title track. What's Going On, which is the Marvin Gaye What's Going On. House Is Not a Home. So, you know, it's got a lot of covers on this record. But it's very 70s-ish, and I think this was done in the 70s. It's got a 70s feel. I believe it's a 70s record. I don't know for sure. But it seems to me it's 70s. This one's not date stamped, so I'm gonna say 70s because it sounds 70s to me. It doesn't sound 60s, that's for sure, and it certainly doesn't sound 80s. It's not very overly electronic, you know. So it doesn't have all those 80s tricks in there. Next up, while I was waiting for my meal this evening, we had tacos today. Listen to this. This is very rarely would you ever see me focus on an artist like this on my videos because I don't really have a lot of her work. But I like the two records that she came out a few years ago, Folklore and Evermore, and it's Taylor Swift. This one is called. This is Evermore. Yeah, Evermore. Yeah. The hit song in here was Willow. It's a really good package. I got both Evermore and Folklore at Target, and they're really good copies. They sound really good. These songs are very, to me, really thoughtful, and I'm sure she's thoughtful on her other records too, but I'm not too much into that kind of pop, but that type of pop, I don't really, it doesn't draw me. I'm not saying it's bad, it doesn't draw me. But this stuff does. It's just really beautiful stuff on here. On this, the Nationals on this record, Haim's on this record, and so is Bon Iver. So, and I think Bon Iver had a lot to do with the production of this. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. The people from the National, Aaron Dessner and Bryce Dessner. Yeah. Nice. I like the ponytail too. But this is really good. It's kind of, it's not really folky. It's pop, but it's easy. It's very fluid. It has kind of like a singer-songwriter slash folk sensibility without being so stereotypically folk. So it, you know, if you're not into folk, it's okay because it still has kind of like a modern kind of feel to it. And I definitely recommend this if you want to hear some good singer-songwriter, and you want to take a chance on Taylor Swift for the first time. Since her name is everywhere and everybody's so used to it, and you can say, well, I'm not into Taylor Swift. Why should I even look at? Well, there's some kind of interesting stuff. She tried something different during COVID, so I would definitely say check it out and see if you like it. You can stream it and see if you like it. Another record, and this is from the Coal Mine, not the Coleman collection, because that's Mazzy's thing. This is from Coal Mine Records, which is also connected to Plant Room. I love this label. They have a lot of really great artists. I've talked about them before, so I'm not going to do that again. But this artist is named Kokemia, and he is he's First Nation. And I think he has Mexican blood in him as well. But he's a saxophone player, electric saxophone. He worked a lot with the Dap Kings, with Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings on tour and stuff. This guy's amazing. It's a great cover. It's got the cutout here, die cut, gatefold, and I think this is clear. No, well, it is clear, but it's the blue vinyl. I think that that Evermore was green. That's Evermore, the Taylor Swift. That was a clear green. I'm not going to show it. I've already closed it out. But this is really good. It's all instrumental. It's got some kind of like First Nation kind of vocalese in it, but it's basically an instrumental record, and it's kind of funk jazz, kind of almost spiritual kind of sounding stuff. It's really beautiful. This is a record you put on if people just want a nice rhythm, some nice beats that are really interesting, but also not too obstructive to your life, so you can go around about your business and just pull it all into you. It's just beautiful stuff. Some of the titles are Burning Plain, Cheeto Song, Membrenos, Tucaria, Black Pearl. I really, really like Tucaria. I think that's a really great, and Burning Plain is phenomenal. But everything on this is definitely, it's a breathtaking record. It really is. It's beautifully recorded, and it's just a very thoughtful and laid back, yet exciting use of instrumentation. So I really, really, really do recommend this record if you like that type of thing. If you like saxophone, if you like anything Native American, and if you like funk, but like easy, it's like a funky, easy kind of thing. It's not that hard hitting funk. This will definitely be up your alley. Kokemia. Also, I listened to this. I got this during one of the record store days, but it wasn't a record store day release. I don't know if it was in the past one or whatever. I think I'm running out of time. I don't know. Anyways, let's go fast. This one, UB40, this is their second release called Present Arms, but it's a special album because it has not only Present Arms, but it also has Present Arms in dub, which was another album of this. So it's all put together. This is the deluxe that has both. And I didn't listen to the dub album, I just listened to the first one, the main one, Present Arms, and it's really great, great, great reggae from this Brit reggae band, UB40. I love them. So, I don't need to say much more than that. You know UB40, so it's just more of that great stuff. Next up, this is a comp of Gordon Lightfoot, Gordon's Gold. I don't really think I have to go into too much detail with this. This I listened to while I was eating, and it's just very pleasant Canadian folk kind of pop stuff, and beautiful guitar work, beautiful lyricism. This is a really great album and a great compilation. And Gordon Lightfoot is like the darling of Canada, from what I understand. Yeah, I got this pretty cheap somewhere. I don't remember. And then I finally, after buying it and taking people's suggestions, I had a lot of Keith Jarrett records, but I've always wanted to have this. And this is the classic Colm concert. I finally listened to it. This is gorgeous. This is just quintessential Keith Jarrett. I love Keith Jarrett, and this is definitely this is a good place to start. Beautiful piano, solo piano, and just beautiful. Just I can't say any more than that. It's a great ECM release, and a must for any collection of people who really are serious about music. You know, and without having to get into any kind of depth with it. I mean, it's just him just going crazy, and you can hear him kind of verbalizing while he's playing. He's feeling what he's playing, so it's coming out in his breathing, and he's oohing and ahhing and groaning and that kind of stuff. You can hear all of that on here. It's just he's in his own element in this one. This is a definitive Keith Jarrett record, and most people out there probably already know that, so I don't need to say any more. These are records I've been listening to. So that's what I've been listening to. Stuff that I want to listen to, and I'll show it to you really quickly. These are things that I'm dying to. This is in my to listen to rack. I just got this record in the mail. I actually got it twice because I thought I forgot to order it because it never came. And for some reason, I guess Coal Mine delayed the delivery of this record, and so I ordered it again. So I have to send the other one back unopened because I realized I have two copies of this. Jalen Naganda is a singer-songwriter in the soul realm, and Come Around and Love Me. I don't want to say too much about this until I actually listened to it. I kind of skimmed it and when I streamed it, and I just said, yeah, I can get into this. I mean, his voice is a little high for my taste. He's got a high voice, which I don't usually like in a male vocalist, but I mean, chest voice is kind of high. But anyway, I'm really interested in finding out what the deal is with this guy, because a lot of people are talking about this guy, and I think you're going to see a lot of this Jalen Naganda. He's kind of like a soul singer that kind of harkens back to like What's Going On days, the Marvin Gaye kind of stuff. So I'm interested in seeing what that's all about. Record Store Day, I picked this up. This is the second album by Ivy called My Apartment Life. I think I showed this when I said the record store. This, I think, last Record Store Day. Some of the things I picked up in my haul, and this is a Record Store Day exclusive limited edition, 2,500 copies, Coke bottle clear vinyl. I still haven't listened to this. This is the demos of the album Apartment Life. So I'm going to be listening to this either tonight or tomorrow. I got my work ahead of me on this. This one I just picked up because I like the cover, and sometimes I do that. This is Paper House. Are these questions that we need to ask? I'm assuming this is an indie rock band. Sometimes I take a chance. I just take a chance with a record, and it's got saxophone on it too. So that always brings interest to me, because I feel like when people get away from just your regular instrumentation, you throw some sax in there, you throw accordion in, you throw whatever in an indie rock band, then I know you're going someplace with your music. You're trying something interesting. So I love the cover. The cover's really interesting. Paper House, and it's Haus, Paper House. All right. I got into this Earl Hines thing. I haven't played this yet. Bought this a while ago and haven't played it. This is An Evening with Earl Hines, live at Dinkler's Motor Inn, with Bert Dallander, Tiny Grimes, Marva Josie, and Hank Young. Gatefold. I love the cover. The artwork. Really nice. So I haven't listened to this yet. Earl Hines is a jazz pianist, if you didn't know. And I've seen a couple of mini documentaries on Earl Hines, and it really sparked my interest. I've always been an Oscar Peterson guy, but I'm gonna check out. I've been checking out some Earl Hines, and I'm really enjoying him. I'm sure we will enjoy this as well. So it's a double LP. I bought this a long time ago, and I haven't listened to it. So I'm pulling stuff out that I have not yet listened to. I forgot that I had it, and I'm like, what the heck? I haven't listened to this yet. This is Eddie Cochran. And all tracks recorded between 1955 and 58. And this is Fool's Paradise, Early and Rare Eddie. It's got like about 19 tracks. Some of the titles: Long Tall Sally, Pink Leg Slacks, That's What It Takes, 3 Steps to Heaven, Skinny Jim, My Love to Remember, Latch On, Tired and Sleepy, Come On Everybody, you know that one. Jelly Bean, Baby Baby Doll, Itty Bitty Betty, Don't Bye Bye Baby Me. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check this out. This looks like fun. 50s. I don't usually get too much into 50s, but I'll get into this one. Eddie Cochran. Love that jacket, huh? Looking cool there with his guitar. All right, and Cactus. Don't know much about the band Cactus, but their covers always intrigue me. I bought this a long time ago, very, very cheap, maybe for $4, $5, and it's in pretty decent condition. The cover is kind of not so great. As you can see, it's not so great, but the record itself is really good. This is called Restrictions. I read about it when I was shopping on my phone, and it definitely said it's one to pick up. So I said, okay, I'll try it. So this is one I'm going to be listening to probably tomorrow while I'm doing things, you know. And I pulled this out of my Rolling Stones collection, Rolling Stones Now, because watching the interview that Jimmy Fallon did with the Stones on their latest release called Angry in London, he kind of sang one of the songs on this record, so it made me pull this out. He sang an a cappella, and I think it was the song, I think it was Off the Hook. I think it was the song Off the Hook. I think that's what the song that Jimmy Fallon was singing, and they started singing with him a little bit. Mick started singing with him a little bit on that one, a cappella. So I'm going to listen to this record because I like that Jimmy Fallon was doing a pretty decent job singing a Stones tune, trying to imitate Mick Jagger. And I haven't listened to this yet. I showed this the other day, the Brian Jackson, I Could Take Another Sleep. I just showed this on my other video. I still haven't touched it yet, so this is going to get touched tomorrow for sure. This is Brian Jackson. Excuse me. This is the record called "This Is Brian Jackson." He's a vocalist and I believe keyboard player who has worked with a lot of people, but most notably Gil Scott-Heron, especially on like Johannesburg. You know, the album from South Carolina to South Africa, which is a definitive one of the great records by Gil Scott-Heron, and they actually performed that on Saturday Night Live, Johannesburg, and a couple other tunes. And Brian Jackson, great vocalist. So I'm excited to listen to that tomorrow. I got a couple of Boz Scaggs records, and that's because I was watching a Mazzy video. He was doing, he was talking about Boz Scaggs. He was going to be purchasing a Boz Scaggs reprint from Mr. Kasem. And I can't think right now. But I got this one. These are not the ones that are being repressed, but he was showing some Boz Scaggs records. This is Boz Scaggs and Band. So we're checking this out. I'm going to try to check this out tomorrow. I don't know if I'll have the time, but this week. And also Moments by Boz Scaggs. These are some early Boz Scaggs records before he had his big, his big hit later on. So, yeah, these two, very excited to have these. Got these pretty cheap, like $5 a piece or something like that at Bananas Records. A lot of my records I get from Bananas or from Daddy Cool. This one is by an artist by the name of Kindness. I think I showed this as something that I picked up. I haven't listened to it yet, and I want to listen to it. It's a young pop. This is kind of pop, kind of interesting pop music. That's the gatefold. I bought it because I thought the cover looked good, but then I listened to it, and I said, this is definitely something that I could get into. It's kind of like, has like beach house kind of stuff in there. It's got kind of like a lot of the better pop artists of the current times, not some of those ones that like, it doesn't sound auto-tuned to me, in other words. And it's got some good artists on here by the name of Robin's on here. Let's see. Well, that's the one that I know. But I heard Who You Give Your Heart To with Alexandria. It kind of reminds me of Odessa as well, the band Odessa, or 07, that kind of stuff. So if you like that kind of music, or yeah, that's some good comparisons, I think. But again, I haven't heard the whole thing. Arlo Parks, that kind of stuff. So I'll be listening to this. I think I'll be listening to this, I'm sure, tomorrow. It's just intriguing. And of course, I still haven't listened to the whole thing of this. It's a compilation that I got at Kingfish. John Talking Music with John. He goes to Kingfish every Thursday and he shows what the latest releases are. And this was about a month or so ago. He showed a bunch of compilations, and I picked up one of them after he showed it at Kingfish Records, and it's really cool. It's got all these different artists on it. Really interesting, forward pop and dance music kind of stuff. And the first one I listened to was Zap Holmes. The song was called Blue Tit, and it's got a really good. I'm going to be dancing to this when my knee gets better. It's not just dance music, but it's got all kinds of really cool beats and dubstep and all kinds of stuff on here. So, and the artwork is really nice. Artwork is really good. And if I like the whole thing, I might go back and check out another one if they still have them. There's a whole bunch of volumes. There's about 6 volumes, and I got one of them. So, and that's it. I got some CDs. I got this one, Victor Axelrod, If You Ask Me To, Productions. This is by Daptones Records. I think this is dub versions of Daptone songs. Got that on CD, and really excited to get that. I think this will be really good. Daptones, can't go wrong with Daptone. I got these two for $5 each. Japanese CD pressings of Clifford Brown All Stars. This one. And Best Coast Jazz, also Clifford Brown, I believe. And they've got the Japanese, see that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. So I got these really, really cheap. I got Blur's latest on CD. So I'm going to check this out for my show. I'm going to be playing some stuff. Also got the Charlie Crockett live, this country singer. He's the real deal. I mean, he could be the next Johnny Cash. Charlie Crockett live at the Ryman. This is his first live record. He self-produces. I think he produces all his own. He produces and distributes all of his own records. He's got about maybe 12 to 15 albums. And he's becoming nationally known now. And he does not want to get together with any major label because he doesn't want them to tell him what to do. I kind of like that. I kind of am impressed by this guy. Charlie Crockett. Wilco, latest. Cousin. I don't know anything about it. I haven't heard anything from it. So, Jeff Tweedy, I always pick it up. I picked up this also just because I read about it and it was in the cheap bin. Tim Darcy. People were comparing him to David Byrne. We'll see. We'll see if this stays in my collection. We'll see. And the record is called Saturday Night. I'll be listening to that. Also, I picked up this guy called Boulevards. Kind of like a nouveau dance soul artist. Kind of like if you were to take like Nile Rodgers and D'Angelo and a little bit of Prince and put it all together. Maybe a little Stevie Wonder. His voice, I streamed it. His voice is like His voice is okay, but the beats and the lyrics are a lot of fun, and the beats are really good. I think he's an okay singer. He's adequate. I don't think he's a knockout singer. But I got this really inexpensive, and I'm going to listen to it all and see if I like it. I kind of like it to dance to. It's kind of fun. He's probably fun performer. Boulevards. And I think that's it. Oh, and I picked this up. This was in my box at the station. This is a promo copy of, and this is not new. This is absolutely not new, but I never heard about it. Rick Astley, and this is from a few years ago. This is from 2018. Jeez. It's a Beautiful Life EP. And I listened to Beautiful Life, and I think it's really good. His voice is still strong. Rick Astley still has that powerful, deep baritone voice, very clear, and I think it's a nice, nice kind of. It could have been a comeback, and maybe it was in the UK or in Europe, but I'd never heard about it. But now I have it, so it'll stay in my collection. It's good stuff. Anyway, that's it for now. Oh wait, I did pick this up too. Oh, I forgot about this. Gotta take this. I hate when they keep these stickers on the front of these discs. It's terrible. But I'll just show it to you right now. I gotta really clean this off. It's really a mess. The CD. This is My Life with Thrill Kill Kult. I love My Life with Thrill Kill Kult. They're dancey, dark. They're like dark dance music. Kind of if you wanted to put together New Order and any kind of goth band or Ministry, even like industrial, and but they go to the dark side. And one of the loudest concerts I've ever been to in my life. And this record is called Some Have to Dance, Some Have to Kill. Looks like a clown with a knife. Like I said, they're very dark. My Life with Thrill Kill Kult. I've seen them several times, and they are what their name is. They're hardcore, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Anyway, it'll be nice to check this out. It should be really good. I got this pretty cheap, but I've seen it online for like a lot of money. For this new, $75. I was like, what? So they must not have done a lot of pressings of this, or you know, cutouts of this. So anyway, that's it. I probably won't be going on and watching any videos. I want to like listen to music tonight. I really want to focus on that, and I got to get ready for work tomorrow. So, oh no, not work tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got Sunday. Sunday I'm gonna be listening to music. That's work. I'm gonna be putting my show together as well. So, and working on my knee. That's work too. Get myself back into better shape that way, health wise. Because I have two big shows coming up. I have in October. I have a big Tom Petty tribute that my band is doing. Talk to Mark. We're going to be doing several songs amongst other bands, doing Tom Petty stuff in tribute to him. And then in November, late November, there's going to be a Rolling Stones tribute from WMNF, and my band again will be doing the tribute in that show. But we're going to be headlining at the end. We're going to be playing the full album of Some Girls. We're doing the whole thing, Some Girls. So I got to get my knee in shape if I'm going to be channeling Mick Jagger, vocally and on physically on stage, and doing my renditions of those songs from Some Girls. We're going to do it from cover to cover. All right. Anyway, that's enough information, enough talking, and just want to also say to you, listen to great music, have a great weekend, and support each other, And if you haven't done so, you can sub right now. You can hit the like screen or send me some comments. If you know any of these records, or if you like any of these artists, or if you're curious about more information, just send me a comment. Okay? Take care, guys. Have a nice evening, great weekend, and talk to you soon.